Ready.
Hi, and welcome to the No, You Stupid Person.
I'm not ready!
Well, we're starting without you. Hi, and welcome to the TeamTresBien podcast. I'm SpanishRoxas.
I'm Eclipse.
I am Samathrume.
I'm Iroha-chan.
I am Powder Nova.
And I learned how to spell your name.
Yeah.
And this week, we watched the finished full thing of another Frick Not Given.
So this is another podcast where we talk about another
Anime.
As long as we're not making Beyond the Boundary jokes anymore.
Oh god.
That is
Please
beyond our
We went
ability.
beyond the boundary to another.
Oh god.
Let's not say we didn't.
I couldn't help myself.
But both animes have dead people coming back to life.
Did they, though?
When did a dead person come back to life?
Well, she was
no,
kind of dead, and then
She was sort of dead and not.
Sort of.
Kind
okay.
of, sort of, not totally dead.
Almost dead.
We're still trying to figure that one out.
Plot holes up
Mostly
the butts.
dead, which is still a little bit alive.
Plot holes up the
But
butts.
anyway, we watched episodes 7 through 12 of another. And
Wait,
no,
4 through 12.
4 through 12.
Four,
in the
oh,
movie.
I forgot. I forgot I was a prick.
You
4
were.
through 12 and the OVA.
Yeah.
So none of our theories were
Wait,
right
there was
last
an OVA?
time.
No, none of them. Mine
Almost. I was so close to just wanting to veer you off your path, but I decided against it.
When I mentioned when I thought the aunt was the dead one that they're talking about in the first episode,
Oh my god.
and I was almost right.
Almost right.
The aunt mom thing.
It's only because I can't remember names and I forgot. I just knew it began with an R. And when they referred to the R name, I was like,
Guys, the
Yeah.
grandpa is creepy.
What?
That blew
Why
my
is there
mind.
that?
You guys. Okay, you guys. I watched it the first time through, and I figured it out, and I was like, wait, the entire time they were telling me that she was the dead one, and I didn't even pick it up.
Wait, what?
The bird, it kept saying, why, Reiko? Because that was the grandpa mourning her death.
the parrot knew all along.
The parrots!
The reason the parrot didn't forget is because it didn't remember her death. It just remembered the words that the grandpa was saying.
But the grandpa was like all sad that she died too.
But he was still mourning the loss of...
His daughter.
Yeah.
Of one of the
And
girls.
then-
But Reiko was... Wait, what?
Reiko was
A twin.
another one of his daughters. Yeah.
She was the aunt,
Oh.
and her twin was.
But why did
the
he
kid's
say
mom.
goodbye, mom?
Come again?
He said goodbye, mom at
At the very end.
Yeah, at the very
when
end.
he
Yeah,
killed,
because he was like letting her go. Like
Ah.
she was
Let
kind of a
it
mother figure.
go! Okay.
No.
Iroha-chan?
Inappropriate
I
times to
appreciate-
sing music from Frozen.
I
This is one of
appreciate
them.
your thoughtfulness.
Can you just imagine if
But
another
no.
was a musical?
No.
Oh, God.
Where the heck did she get that pickaxe? Did
That
she
is
like
a good
find some
question.
stone and like find a crafting table and just like
I just want to...
put it together?
How creative were those deaths?
Those were like
Those were awesome
All
deaths.
except for the heart attack.
that one was.
That was-
So
I saw
the
it coming
kid
a
with
mile.
the heart disease
It's
is
not the
gonna
same as the
die
art
by
kid.
a heart
It's-
attack.
It's not the same as the art kid.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, I understood that when I watched the next episode, and I apologize for doubting you.
Heart kid was
But I'm
pretty
just
cool.
saying you're usually wrong.
Screw you too, Eclipse.
Thank you.
Even when we thought the kid who got hit by the boat, we thought he died by the boat. He didn't die by the boat. He died from something else. Like he hit his head in the morning, and like died from that like later in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like even then you didn't know.
You can't be resourceful with this. You can't like come up with an interesting death for a guy with a heart disease and be like, oh, you guys think the kid with the heart disease is gonna die from his heart disease? No, we'll make him get hit by a bus.
It was a good suspense building moment, though.
Wait, what?
We'll
You got
make
hit
him
by
get
a
hit.
bus?
No.
The heart disease guy, when he was like, I'll tell you about...
Like,
That was fun.
I wish it would have been like, oh, he's dying from a heart attack. Oh wait, he didn't die. Oh wait, his ambulance crashed.
Why were the people who were
Go
trying to
Shay.
tell the kid about May? Why were those people dying? Like the nurse and the heart disease kid. Why did they die when they were trying to tell him?
I think...
I think it was more along
Good
the lines of
writing.
a random death to build suspense that was justified by the curse, but it was kind of more the author's doing.
Yeah.
And also,
Like-
remember, at this time they were still trying to figure out, or they were trying to keep the curse away by ignoring their existence. So it could be that when the people acknowledged their existence, kind of the curse spiked again.
Oh.
Kind of like it was fulfilling what it hadn't done because
But
they were.
The nurse lady
Kinda.
never knew. She
Yeah.
didn't know.
She didn't
Oh.
know. But she said that she didn't exist, remember? She was saying that there was no records and that her
Oh.
brother never told her about her, so she didn't think she existed.
Okay. Okay, I understand that one now.
So I think that's what happened. Also, I miss you, nurse.
Yeah,
They were
really,
Wait, Nurse is the
really-
one who died in the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys
I
like
felt
how
just like squash.
immediately after the nurse died in the elevator, he gets in an elevator in Misaki's house?
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
like,
not like
no.
one. That's a 2-story elevator.
Sure, but it's just like, yeah.
well, maybe they're like, the elevator's the only way to get to the top floor. That would make sense if you're trying to
Who
like
else
keep
noticed-
customers
oh,
out of your house.
Who else noticed every umbrella after the third episode?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I'm just
me.
like, no.
Do you guys remember when like the long-haired girl like kicked the can and then she was like, "Why you need Chan?" And he's like, "Ow!" And then she starts running down the hill and she trips. I'm like, "Oh my god, don't die
Oh,
now!"
she died. She must be the dead person.
She was made a dead
But not.
person.
Can I just say that one of my favorite moments? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say after I finished the last episode, I decided to watch the first episode and like see like what I missed.
What you'd notice?
And in fact, in the very beginning, when they're telling the story, you see snippets of parts in later episodes, like the boat, the umbrella, the
Right,
fire.
I remember like when
and
they're
the
doing.
river, and everything. It was neat. It showed like all the deaths, kinda.
Yeah,
Just
like
how
where the
they died.
locations would be.
Yeah.
But you
The
totally miss it.
stairs and
It was
And-
so
And
good.
you even see her float in the river a little bit, and that's like, I missed all of that.
I'm like, wait, we saw this before, right? Yeah, we totally saw this before.
So Beyond the Boundary wasn't dark enough for us. Let us watch another.
Wasn't
Another one.
dark at all.
It's
It was
just-
like a baby darkness. Like a
Yeah.
child's darkness.
Beyond the Boundary
It's
is
like-
just like spooky things
Spoopy.
that you kill.
There were skeletons.
It was
There were
your-
many skeletons.
It was your edgy PG movie.
And then another
That's a
was
good way
Oh
to
no,
describe it.
monsters!
It's like the new Maleficent. It tried, and all the commercials are trying to make it look like an edgy PG movie for all of the
Not
fans.
etchy. Not etchy.
Gee,
Edgy,
that
not
fairy don't have
edgy.
no wings. That's about as far as I've gotten in the commercial before skipping.
What?
Oh god, dolls.
There's
I was gonna
a
say
girl. No, there's a movie.
I like it when the authors put the characters into situations where you're like, they could totally die from that, and you're just waiting for them to die. Like when they have the kid buried in the sand on the beach, you're like, oh no.
It's
I just knew that when they were driving and you just see cars, I'm like, no.
Oh,
And
the
they're
big truck in front of
No.
They
Yeah.
were so tense when like the semi truck was driving past them.
Especially because I'm used to being on the other side of the road and I'm like, it's coming right for them.
What's going on?
also like what hit the windshield anyway? Just a rock.
Just a rock.
A rock.
Yes.
I thought it was like a head.
Avalanche.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Just
That
like
would be crazy.
two of the
It's
kids
the
are like
head
up there
of
and
the
like
kid
one
who
goes
got-
crazy and just chops off the other one's head and falls and just kills 3 more people. It's like, oh my god.
Great.
In that same
Great.
episode, I expected the other girl to get hit by the thing, not her brother.
Oh yeah.
And I just felt bad for her brother because I would be in that
And
situation.
then at the end of the episode, I'd be like, I will avenge my brother! No, just knock you out of the way and just let you go by.
He had his hand on
Either
the
way.
mouse, and I was on my computer, and then I on the mouse, and I looked over to my window. I'm like, please no.
I think that might be the only like unnatural death in the entire thing because it looked like the thing was possessed and then got itself out of park. Everything else seemed pretty natural, like it could have happened by accident.
Yeah.
Or
And then
what about
everything-
if you left
well-
it in a neutral or something, or like?
Well,
didn't
yeah,
park
but
it
you
right?
saw the thing. You saw the gear
Oh.
shift.
It could also be a mechanical error, like he didn't shift it far enough, and then it just came unstuck.
I suppose, but usually it gets stuck on the next one.
Question.
I don't drive. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know.
The relevance.
Question.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember in the
Oh.
the opening, you guys were all last week. You guys were all, oh, the hand moved. The hand totally moved in the beginning, in like the intro of the episode. You guys totally saw that, right? And I'm like, no. And then I go watch, and I'm like, okay.
Welcome to
Move.
gravity.
And then I'm like every episode waiting for that to become relevant, and it never became relevant.
Oh, yeah.
There is the
It's just a lot of weird imagery.
doll in the coffin.
I
Okay.
was hoping that there would be like doll symbolism a lot more, like somehow like, because at first I started to think like the dolls were connected to the people, so like that would be neat, but they didn't do that, and I was just kind of disappointed.
You're like,
Oh, like
Oh,
in the
there's
intro
a
when
girl.
they've got a bunch of strings.
'Cause-
It's like they're puppets. Oh.
Because the episode I think where the nurse died in the elevator, a doll fell off the shelf and landed on the ground. I was
Oh
like,
my god!
Oh.
And I was like, is this a thing? I want this to be a thing.
That would be kind of cool.
I wanted that so much.
But I can kind of understand because then you would know how somebody was going to die.
Yeah.
I think maybe my favorite part of the entire series was when I can never remember his name, but like the blonde kid, the comic relief guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
He
like
comes
guy.
up and he's like,
cool kid.
"Yeah, so I kind of just killed a guy."
the athletic
I was
guy.
like,
I think I might have done something bad.
I got
There's the athletic guy, there's the art guy, there's the guy with the heart thing, and then there's a class
There's
president,
the
and then
guy
there's
with
the
the
main
glasses.
character.
I like him.
That
I
guy
like
with the
him.
glasses.
But
Yeah,
He went so crazy.
Oh,
Class
glasses.
president.
The last episode.
Oh my
was
gosh,
so
he's just
much
like
death.
okay. Who
So
else
many
thinks
deaths.
those two girls who were like together? I thought they were lesbians. I'm just saying. You know, those two girls, they were always together, and when they died, they're just like no.
I think you
Episode
might
10.
be the only one who cared about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the only
Probably.
one.
The only
No one
relationship
cared.
I cared about was between the main character and Misaki May.
same.
Yes.
Also-
Same.
Ship.
Ship
Oh,
it so hard.
when he was remembering getting up in the middle of class and dancing, that was the cutest thing.
Dude,
I
was he
know.
remembering that or was he,
He was
daydreaming?
He was daydreaming.
Okay.
That would have been great.
That would have been great.
I was like cringing because I was like, I hope they're not really doing this, but I was like, oh, it's so sweet. He's
Right.
thinking. He's thinking.
Because no
this.
one cares, and they're just all like, "Ha!" and they
Because
do
that's
whatever they
totally
want.
what a ninth grader fantasizes about.
Oh yeah, totally.
You can totally get off that ship right now, and I'm going on to my thing.
Getting
You
off that
pervert.
ship, getting on ship.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
SpanishRoxas' ship.
Oh.
SpanishRoxas' ship.
Spanish fly?
SpanishRoxas'
Spanish
ship.
Roxas' rocket ship.
At the end of like the last episode,
Skyship.
or like near the end
No.
of this show, they were like, "Oh, there were
Not
9
now.
deaths in April." I'm like, that seemed like the entire freaking class, not just 9. No, get
That
out.
was good times.
Mr. Burnface.
Who didn't die? It was like just the people that they put near the car and like the two main characters that didn't die in that class.
Why did
There was
why
the
did
athletic guy, and
teacher
then
come
the
back?
arts guy, and
Did
then the main
the-
character, and then Misaki Man.
Did the
what?
kid with asthma actually die?
The kid with asthma, I think they assumed that he died because he stopped moving when you see him at some point.
Yeah, he was just like,
Oh.
"Bull."
He's like laying weird.
Later, man.
Yeah.
See you later. And he just turns the car on. I better go back. He sees everything's just burning.
No.
Oh, crap.
You remember when that girl opened the door and then there was just fire?
Oh no, there's a
I
guy.
know a
wasn't
guy.
There was was it a guy? I thought there
There's a
was
guy.
another girl who just got roasted.
There was two guys and they were talking to each other and like one of them opened the door and like
Oh, that was
so
hilarious.
cool.
I was just like,
That was so cool.
I was laughing.
I
I'm
think I was
sorry.
thinking about the guy who was running and then he gets crushed by the pillar.
that was
That
funny.
was quick and that was great.
That was funny.
He survived the one and then he died by the other.
I think they just wanted to get a bunch of cool deaths
Oh,
out of the way.
okay, I saw-
They were like, okay, we're gonna have somebody hang, we're gonna have somebody get killed by glass, we're gonna have somebody trip and then
When
break
that
their
girl-
neck.
Well,
Some
that-
fire.
Someone slip and fall
That's what
on
I'm
their
saying.
face.
Lightning.
That was good with the razor.
Oh, when in the flashback when that guy just literally gets hit by lightning.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was
dude.
funny.
And then the girl just slips off the mountain.
Oh, she's
right
just like,
after that.
bam, I'm gonna die.
Oh, and then impaled by a branch.
Oh yeah.
There
But
was
that guy
so-
wasn't really alive.
there were so
that
many
doesn't
good
really
deaths.
count.
There was so many good deaths.
the
Pickaxe to the face.
the one thing that confused me still was I forget what she was called, but she was a lady that owned the mansion or something, and she just snapped.
She
It's like,
snapped.
why? I assume you're curse inflicted, so
Right. I think that's what they assumed was that the curse kind of
possessed her.
extremed some
Some
emotions that were already there.
deep messed up stuff.
She
Yeah.
was freaking creepy.
And then the husband.
I think she killed the husband and then set the kitchen on fire.
Yeah, was he the one with all the spikes
Yeah.
driven
Yeah.
into him?
There's knives.
Later, man.
What was the like? They opened a door when they were running away from the old lady, and there was just a guy with like something impaled through him. Who was that?
Old,
Or you
So
think-
no, like When the art kid who was dragging the sporty guy away from the old woman, he opens up a door and there's just, like he says, like safe or something, like he could like get away, and there was just like a dead guy.
Yeah, I think we assume that was where the fire started, right? And that was where the guy was impaled, no?
Wait.
I don't know.
When he was dragging the guy when they're trying to escape, and they
Yeah.
open the door and there's a face like staring at
Yeah.
them. I thought that was a lady. I thought that was a lady at first. Just like, hey, how you doing?
That was the perfect time to say that.
Hey,
how you doing?
You're fine.
Sup, bro?
Sup, brony?
Sup?
Oh yeah, you know it. I think it was. It's very interesting, the very end, because it's interesting to see how people are when they realize
Right?
what they can do to save themselves.
That was what I loved about the psychological part.
Yeah.
Dude, the honor
Everyone was just like, okay,
It was
let's
like,
kill her.
yeah, everyone was like, oh, so she's the dead one? I guess we'll go with that. Let's just go kill her now.
At first, when you see the honors student stab people, like it doesn't show him stabbing the knife; it just shows the knife, and I'm like, is that knife possessed?
Yeah, it was
For a
just
second,
like
I thought it was
flying.
just like flying, and then you see him take it out. And
Also,
then,
she just ran up to him and was like, help me! She's
She's just like,
didn't even
So
try
many
to get,
knives.
Didn't
So
even
many
try to
knives.
get away. She just like ran up and it's like, please help me. Didn't like run behind anything or run past her or anything. She was like, help. Dead.
Later,
Help.
man.
D.E.D. dead.
I
D.E.
love that.
Dead,
I think the only two problems I had with the
D.E.D.
show
dead.
were, I assume for the sake of time, they didn't have a lot of time in between for, like, oh gods, my teacher just killed himself in front of me. It was like, funeral next day back.
Yeah.
I know.
There was a lot of recovery time. From
It just
people
rushed.
dying.
It kind of had to
It had to
rush, and I
rush.
understand because they wanted to get a lot of deaths in there, and they wanted, yeah, I can understand.
How many like
I guess it
days
was.
were in between each episode? Because it doesn't seem like it was a long time per each.
Yeah, not very many,
It's
like
the-
one or two at most probably.
It started in April, May time, I think, and then when was the class field trip? Like in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
August 8th through the 10th.
So there was a lot of time in between
Was there?
deaths.
It didn't seem like
I
it.
guess it's just
Doesn't
one of those
seem like it.
shows.
I guess it
It's one of those
probably
shows that goes
was
really
just
fast.
jumped. Yeah,
It's
they
it's
just
a
jumped.
show that it would work better if you watch it like once a week or whenever it comes out, because then the pacing probably seems a lot better.
One thing I want to say, I felt so sad when I found out that Misaki had a twin and she died.
Oh no!
I know.
I was so sad.
They didn't
because you
really-
see their flashback and they're so happy together. And I'm just like, oh.
Did you watch the
See
extra episode?
death.
I didn't. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
I didn't.
Because that was an entire episode about their twinness.
I did see it. I did see it with the
Good
with the
thing I
Ferris
didn't watch
wheel.
that.
The
I would've
Ferris
just
wheel,
cried.
though.
It was that's when she's just like, let go.
It told their backstory.
Is
That was just like Ferris wheels.
Ah.
No, but it was funny because she's just like, let go.
that bird
We were
was
right close to
stupid.
the ground.
That bird was stupid.
That was a stupid bird.
That bird?
No, like
Ohio.
the bird literally ran into the glass, died, and then like that's why they were knocked out. Remember?
Later
Like in
on.
the Ferris wheel.
Uh-huh.
Ohio.
Yes.
Or how?
Good times.
Good morning.
Or how?
Morning bird.
Hey, what else is there? Thirsty.
That's about it.
The only
Cool.
the other thing was the
Gangsta.
fact that I can again, this is another thing that I can reason away though, is that May, she could see who was dead, but she didn't want to say who.
Yee.
Okay, first off, at the time she didn't know how she could stop the calamity anyway, so
Right.
she really didn't want
It
to.
wasn't relevant.
Right,
It was just something
it would
she
just
knew.
cause problems.
but
Yes.
afterwards, I think she was probably just like trying to consider, now that she knew that, because she probably knew that she was the aunt of Sakakibara, right?
I didn't find out till the very end.
Yeah.
Me neither. I didn't
It-
think it was.
I didn't think it was. But I think she said that why she didn't tell us because she didn't want him to get sad, I think,
Right.
and realize why or who.
Who is dead?
Who is dead?
Oh.
Everyone's so
Thursday.
quiet.
Those dead, you guys.
Who is dead in here?
Me. Hi.
Aw.
Who
I
has a
still like the
big ass?
Static. The Static was always great.
Static.
That place has such bad reception.
I
Okay.
wanna,
Oh, never mind. Okay.
is it the curse that did it?
Probably.
The Static.
I-
I don't know.
I think it was just like in an outside mountain town.
No, it didn't.
So they were talking about like in episode 10 or something where they didn't have phone reception and the phones weren't working, and then in 11 and 12 everyone's just like call 119, and I'm like guys, no, you can't.
So, oh shoot, there was something I was going to talk about. Did you guys watch after the credits on the last episode?
Which
What was
I think
it?
it's after the credits, right?
What was it again?
I
What was
didn't-
it about again?
I think it's just the last episode, and after the credits, you see Sakakibara, and he has a like CD, and so they have now
Oh,
they
I did see that.
have created a replacement for the cassette, and
A
they're
modern replacement.
but except they added on that they want them to go about it peacefully because they know from personal experience what it's like when everybody tries to go out their own way.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really good ending to it.
That was it. Wasn't Sakakibara. It was the athlete guy and
Was
the
it?
artist guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's like-
remember the athlete guy, but I
I think Kakibara, wasn't he the main character?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sakakibara.
Sakakibara.
Oh my gosh!
I just wanted her to say that like twice the speed. Sakakibara-kun, and that would have been creepy.
Wait.
But when she broke it up, I understand that each word or like each syllable means something in Japanese. But again, I was just like, nah, it seems
It's just
cheesy.
awesome.
Wait, who said that?
May.
When?
When she was like,
Good.
No,
going
you
to
can't
the
do it 'cause you're not a
elevator
girl.
to
It goes
the
like-
top.
Oh.
It was like one of the earlier episodes.
It probably means I like chocolate.
Big butts. Oh.
I like big chocolate butts.
Yeah. All right, everybody ready for a score?
I had
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
to say, but
Okay, I got
forgot
one.
it.
I feel like I wanted
Okay.
to say too, but I don't
How
remember.
many deaths out of 10? Let's just do a regular scale this time.
Ooh, how many
I
deaths
think
out of 10?
knife wounds.
Knife wounds. How
How
many?
many knife wounds out of 10?
How
Oh, I
many,
give it-
How many
I'm
glass shards?
Okay, how many glass shards?
Uh,
I give it 10 out of 10.
Oh,
I'm
there
sorry,
was a
it's
reference
amazing.
to some movie.
10 out of 10 glass shards.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Glass shards.
10 out of 10 glass shards.
10 out of 10.
Well, she's going 10 out of 10. I'm going like 8.5.
You said-
8 and a tiny piece.
I dig it.
10 out of 10. Would watch again.
Yes.
Ah.
I would watch that again over and over just to see all the things.
10 glass shards all the way.
Yeah!
Even watching it again, stuff was still creepy and surprising, and I was happy about that.
So, I don't know.
What would I
Are you
do?
gonna be a part of the pack, or are you gonna be with me and say this wasn't a perfect show?
20 out of 10. Should watch it another time and then rate it 10 again. There we go.
Fine.
Another time!
Ah,
Fine. Be like
I've
that.
gone beyond the boundary of the scoring system again.
No.
No!
Ah.
Why do you, Roxas, why do you say 8 out of 10? I want to know.
Yeah. I don't believe any shows that are perfect.
Tell us your
You don't like scary?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of horror.
So,
I can dig it.
so 10 is reserved for the perfect anime. For perfect.
You believe there's no such thing as a 10?
No, I believe there are things that come extremely close.
So the highest you could get is 9.9.
You're that kind of person, huh?
Yeah.
What?
I'm joking.
What?
And I'm the kind of person like, I don't even care about scoring systems. I just like it a lot.
I'm either someone who likes something a lot or doesn't like it.
I'm
Pretty
glad
much.
that you were able to enjoy this.
I
'Cause-
loved it.
Yes. I was specifically thinking about what you were talking about when you said that you wanted a darker anime. I'm like, oh, you want dark?
Dark.
It is dark.
We'll give you
We'll give
dark.
we'll give you charred explosion guy.
I
Dark.
still think we should
That
watch
was-
Elf and Lied.
We'll give you-
So good.
There were no black people.
We'll
in
give
the
you
movie.
chopped up
Anime.
bloody
I don't
pieces.
think there's a
Japan.
lot of.
There's not a lot of African Americans in Japan.
True.
Or African Japanese in Japan.
Yeah.
Japan American.
Don't even. Kokujins.
And even when
What?
there's an African American
That
in
makes
an anime,
Oh,
they
okay.
look different from everyone else.
Yeah.
I realized this.
Oh.
There was one. I'm
There
pretty
have
sure
been
there was
some.
like
There's
one
like a guy.
African Japanese doll, like in the back.
Oh.
But that was really it. And
Oh.
she had blonde hair, so
Okay. That might just be Ganguro.
yeah, it probably was.
That's like a style made to imitate African Americans.
So
That's not
since
good.
everyone here except me gave it a 10 out of 10, we're gonna.
No, he
No, I
gave
give
it a 20 out of 10, dude.
Fine then, everyone here gave it a perfect score except me. We're gonna go and recommend it
Mine
to you
was more
guys.
than
Even I would
perfect.
recommend it, but I'm just not saying.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Mm.
Even I think even it would have been better to watch it with the mystery again, but still, I'm happy that I watched it again.
Yes.
So, as our very own Eclipse suggested.
Oh, wait,
Thank
wait.
you. This has been TeamTresBien with another, and we're done here.
I'm Eclipse.
I'm SpanishRoxas.
I'm Samathrume.
Who is dead?
And I'm Iroha-chan!
Iroha-chan.
Empire of
Goodbye!
Nova never gets old.
Goodbye.
Who